Welcome back to Reading with Linda. Have you been reading your books? I sure hope you have. I've been telling you about a bunch, and today it's going to be about pets. And Mr. Collins is going to show some pet pictures that we have. I've got some books here on pets, and that I've picked out from the bookmobile, from some of them that you like on the bookmobile. We have the Bad Kitty series, and I picked up 2 of them, but we have a bunch of them. There's Strange Kitty, Stinky Kitty, and Bad Kitty, mostly. But we also have a horse one, that's a pet, and we have a pig one, and we have the Hank the Cow Dog series that you would like. Some of you like goldfish. We have a goldfish book that I picked out. It tells you about the different things about the goldfish, what they like, what they don't like, what they eat, where to put them, things like that. Then I picked out these things in the library about some pets, and I know down in Monterey they have these because you've asked for these books. Raising Goats. They got books about that tells you how to feed them, what to do, about shelter, fencing, caring for your goats, from the feet to the horns and everything in between. And this is a little good little book if you're interested in goats. That reminds me, there's a teacher out at Faraday Lower that raises goats. And she brings them to school every once in a while. We get to see them. And we just have a ball watching her with her little goats. Also, I found one on puppy care. If you're getting a little puppy, you probably need to come to the library and check this book out. It tells you about house training, which you're gonna have to have if you raise it inside. Life skills, basic care from puppyhood to adolescence. Probably tells you when the vaccinations that you need to get to keep your pet, your puppy, healthy. This one is how to raise chickens. And as you saw from the videos a while ago, that we have one of our staff that her pets are chickens. And this tells you how to raise them, everything you need to know about it, how to choose your breeds of the chickens, and how to feed them, house them. You just don't turn them out in the yard. They have to have chicken coops. And how to do the eggs. If you're gonna raise little bitties, it tells you how to incubate them. And this is a nice little book to get on chickens. Then I thought this was interesting. Somebody brought this one up. This is Pets of the Presidents. And we think sometimes that all they do is run the country. But most of them have pets at home. Some of them don't get pets even till they get in office. But this was a very good book for you to find out about the pets of the presidents. I think also you can find this one on Hoopla. All right, some of the books that I picked out, I love this one. It's about Dewey. And it's a small town library cat who touched the world. And how much of an impact can an animal have? How many lives can one cat touch? How is it possible for an abandoned kitten to transform a small library, save a classic American town, and eventually become famous around the world? You can't even begin to answer those questions until you hear the charming story of Dewey, Read More Books, the beloved library cat of Spencer, Iowa. And I would suggest this one. I just picked it up off the shelf today, and it sounds like a really good book to just get involved in. Get done. All right, another one I picked up is Catechism, Bow to the Meow. I picked it up. All right, this is the truth. Does your cat own you? If you have a cat, inside especially, it owns you. It does. What has caused us to enthrone cats on the planet? Why do we devote so much of our time and income to grooming, feeding, coddling, photographing, praising, providing laps for, and entertaining our cats? If an anthropologist from outer space were to study our civilization objectively, would she not conclude that our devotion to cat amounted to nothing less than a full-blown religion? Would she be wrong? I was looking at it, and some of the things in it are so funny. They even have some funny pictures in here. And but anyway, if you want to get a good laugh, this is a good book to get. All right, I also went on Cloud, and I'm not gonna tell you much about it, but in the search engine, look up either Blake Bethany or Bethany Blake, and she wrote A Midwinter's Tale, and it's about a pet. And I'm suggesting that you find it and check it out on Cloud. Also on Hoopla. I can't begin to tell you how many is on Hoopla. There is movies, there is books, galore. And what you do is just go into Hoopla and on the search engine and put pets, and it comes up. I even saw somebody that had a hermit crab as a pet. Figure, that's right up there with snakes. But there are some people, that's what they have and everything. All right, that's all it is for today on our book review. And I'm encouraging you to read and everything, especially the following. All right, Ainsley, I hope that you're reading, because we're delivering you books, and read those books. I know that you're partial to snake books. Just keep on reading. Jimmy, Hugh, the one that we just picked up, and his little siblings are there. About 4 of them. Ava and Willow and Lacey. We're hoping that you're reading the books that we're dropping off at your house. Molly, you know who you are. Just get out there and read. Hallie, we dropped those books off like your teacher, your favorite teacher told us to. Just keep on reading those books. The Woodruff children, read, read, read. Eli, you know, you ride up to us on your bicycle, just keep reading those books. And Sadie, and I'm sure I've missed some, but you just keep reading, and before long, it's not going to be long before school's going to be starting. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot something, your grab bag. We got this interesting thing that I found online. It's called a pet care contract. And you need to read it over and sign it at the bottom. And I think this is a very important thing. If you own a pet, you should be able to be responsible for it. I also have this Crack the Code penguin facts. I don't know if any of us have penguins as pets, but I know somebody that must have had penguins as a pet. But this is going to be a fun thing to do. And then I have the word search, and I hope you like the stuff that we're putting in your bags. And we'll see you next time.